I wasn't even thinking right. Ready?
We're live.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
That's so fucking good.
Very refreshing.
What'd you say was in it?
Mango, passion fruit. I don't remember.
I can taste the mango for sure.
Yeah.
Do you go to Central Standard Brewing? Mm-hmm. Do you go there often?
Used to, when they opened up a couple years ago. I used to hang out there often, and then just every once in a while now. They stay pretty busy.
You called these what is it called? A crowler?
Crowler, yeah. So
Okay.
they make a growler, which is a big
I've
jug.
heard of a growler.
Yeah, the growlers are the big jugs. These are crowlers.
Okay.
They pour the beer, and then they have this machine with these lids on them, and they clamp them down. Seal them tight.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How much do they run for?
Those were $11 a piece.
Okay. Not
Yeah.
bad.
No, I mean, we've been sitting here drinking it,
Yeah.
so.
How many ounces in it, does it say? 32.
32, yeah.
Nice. You can get in trouble with those. I mean, I could for sure.
Well, when I go and we have people over at the house, I'll get a growler just to myself.
I want to go get a growler. Like, I know some of the breweries, like, if you buy the actual container of the growler, you can fill it up for, like, cheap.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, a lot of times when we have growlers from CSB, we've got growlers from River City Brewing.
Now, can you take a River City Brewing growler to somewhere else?
We've taken it to Central Standard before. They fill it up.
How do they feel about that?
I don't know. I'll have to ask them.
Yeah.
I don't care. They fill it up and give me my beer, so
Yeah.
whatever.
So, all right, back into the hair world. Where did it all start? Go into detail.
All right, I'm going to take you back in time a little bit here.
Yeah.
I graduated high school in December 2006, an entire semester early, and knew I wanted to do something artsy. Mm-hmm. Didn't have a clue what I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
I actually moved. I'm from Northern Illinois, not far from Chicago originally.
Okay. What's it called?
Mendota.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. I usually just tell people the Illinois Valley.
Yeah.
Stick with
north of Chicago.
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I'm up by Chicago. So, January 2007 had moved down here. My dad actually lived here. He moved here before I was born. And so he was living in El Dorado.
Okay.
He was married, and his wife at the time, she worked for Butler.
Mm-hmm.
So the plan was for me to go to school at Butler.
Oh,
the tuition was going to be waived. Just had to pay for my books. And I was going to go to school for graphic design. And it had turned into an 8-month-long party. And it ended very abruptly. My mom drove down here, packed my shit, we left. Took me back to Illinois, took me home. The next day, she woke my ass up, and she goes, go enroll in school. So I went and enrolled in school up there, and I went to school for 2 years, and basically I just took all the fun art classes.
Yeah.
Made the huge mistake of taking a lot of classes with my best friend, and then we pretty much failed them all.
Yeah, just fucked
the ones
it all
we took
off.
together, yeah.
Perfect.
And so I took a break. I took a semester off, and then I never went back. That semester that I took off, my sister, who's 2 years younger than me, Kendall, she didn't know what she wanted to do. Mm-hmm. So she was like, I'm going to go to hair school. And I said, okay, well, that sounds like fun. I want to do that too.
Yeah.
I got kind of bored in my small town and was like, you know what, I'm going to go back to Kansas. So I was 21 years old, packed up all my shit, came back to Kansas. And I came to Zenon International Academy, enrolled myself, got started within the month that I lived here, and loved it.
Yeah.
I had no idea that I would love something like that.
Yeah.
And it's a hands-on thing. I still have my art background, and
Yeah.
I get to create things. And so I graduated from school, went into my first salon, and ended up going back to Zenon and starting there. That was maybe like 6 years ago that I started at Zenon. Was working there part-time, and then went full-time. I was managing the guest services, and then went through the educator program. So I kind of like made my way up the chain there pretty fast.
When I was in school there, you were like just starting or just finishing up the educator program, or
Probably.
maybe all of it?
Yeah, I think I've been a licensed educator now for 3 years.
Yeah. So that had been, right around that time frame is when, because I remember you were starting to teach some classes. I had already done the classes though, like the phases or whatever. But yeah, I remember that. That's crazy. So that was about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I've noticed a crazy, like, what's the right way to put it? Like, leap forward though in your career in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So where are you at now?
So my title with the academy is Talent Development Manager. Kim McIntosh, our owner, she came to me about a year ago. Actually, it's probably been about 2 or 3 years, actually. She said, you know what, because we have a St. Louis campus as well. We've got both locations. She said, you know what, we've had a couple of new hires at the front desk in St. Louis. Would you want to go and help train them? I said, yeah, anytime, let me know. Never happened. We never got around to it. So about 2 years ago, she brought it up again. And then I think this month or next month, it's been exactly a year that I've been going up and working there every month for a week with their team. And it's basically been helping to train their educators and working with their guest services, assisting their associate director with things. Because there's very few things that I don't know how to do at the school. Yeah. Financial aid, don't ask me.
Oh, yeah.
You want to ask me about,
ball game,
you want to ask me to give someone a tour, I can do that. I can run the front desk. I can, do it basically any service on the floor. Yeah. I can teach any class, which I've had to do before, aesthetics classes.
Really?
I'm a cosmetologist, but I can go in and I can whip it out. And then recently Kim opened up K-Mac Beauty Supply. Right. So she came to me and asked if I'd want to go through some sales training stuff with them. And so I went up to St. Louis and went through some sales training there with Waugh, which is a company that we work with now. And little did I know I had actually agreed to a part-time job.
Oh, okay.
So when I'm not at the academy, I'm either in St. Louis at the academy or I am visiting salons and getting the word out that we exist now.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I've seen you on Facebook actually just like checking in to every salon ever.
Yeah.
Like, wonder what's going by. And I saw something about the K-Mac.
Yeah.
What is that? So I remember her when I was in school kind of, I guess, testing out a hair product line.
Yeah, so, Kim's always, Kim's so involved with the entire beauty industry as a whole. She basically knows everybody, and everybody knows her.
Yeah,
and so when she goes to these different conventions all over the country, she meets new people, and we always strive to have the best and be the best. We want to be trendy. We want people to come to us and still have the experience that you would get in an upscale salon as well.
Right.
So she's always been trying out new products. Waugh, they connected there, and we are using their hair color and their hair care products at the academy now. We've been using them since about September, October. And I love them. It's the next generation of hair color. It's what people are going to be doing in the next couple of years. Waugh, it's OYA. It stands for Own Your Art. Okay. So Kim recently became a distributor. So she's distributing Waugh color and hair care, hair fix, which is hair care. And then we carry Infrashine Hot Tools, too, which is pretty well known. And she's looking at a couple different other brands, too. So we basically are doing it all. Yeah. And I'm along on the ride with her, and I'm digging it.
That's crazy. Do you go to different salons for K-Mac up in St. Louis as well?
Well, right now we don't have one specific DSC, distribution sales consultant, up there. Okay. My business card does say both locations. So when I'm up there, if I need to, I totally can.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not even gonna lie. I was kind of nervous. I never thought I'd be a salesperson. And so, but my experience with the academies and being a hairstylist, I can pretty much walk up to a stranger now and have a conversation and say hi. So I've been going into these salons the last couple of weeks, and at first I started out with the salons where I know people, just to get comfortable with it. And then I've gone into some salons where I never even heard of the salon, to be honest. I drove past the salon and I said, oh, there's a salon, I'm going to stop in. And I've gotten such great feedback. Yeah. I was so afraid that I was going to walk up into a salon and they're going to think, oh, great, here's another salesperson. Yeah. But I walk up in there and I'm excited to be there and to meet them. And
you just got to own it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I was like, before I went to hair school, and like, I knew that you had to talk to people all the time. Yeah. That was the one thing I was like, that and touching people. Yeah. Both those, I was like, I don't know if I can do that, but push through. But it definitely made me more like able to do that kind of thing. Walk into a room where I don't know anybody and just
be able to hold a conversation.
Easily. Yeah. That was interesting for me. Yeah. Like propelling in life a little bit. Just being able to do that was cool. Yeah. That's crazy. You're just all over the place then.
Yeah. Yeah. I know I've always wanted a job that allowed me to travel. And, with Crave Beauty Academy, I was sent to Las Vegas for Redken Symposium, and that was a blast. Thousands and thousands and thousands of hairdressers.
Right.
And then, going to St. Louis every month. And even if it is just to St. Louis, I kind of get away.
Yeah.
And I do something different. It's also 4 hours away from my mom, my sister in Illinois. So when I'm up there,
cool.
I get to go home and then see them for a few days. So
say what's up.
Yeah. I live, I don't know what, a little over 600 miles away from my home. And last year, I think I was up there every month.
You drive every time?
I do drive because it's either I fly in or and then I Uber or really have someone else to drive me around. And I love the freedom of having my own vehicle. Yeah. So I rent a car and drive up there. There's another perk right there. I get a new car every month.
Hell yeah. Just cruising in a new one. I like that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, it has been fun.
Do you guys see yourself expanding at all on the K-Mag or?
Eventually, yeah, absolutely. We have a small, we don't have a storefront. We have a small, we have an office in the academy that is dedicated to just K-Mac beauty supply stuff. So, if you were to place an order with me, and if it's a massive order, the order goes through whatever company you're ordering it through, and they ship it directly to you. Yeah. But if it's something you need to pick up, something small, you needed a tube of color or whatever, you can still pop in down at the academy and pick it up. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we've got all of our lines. We've got a little bit of everything in there at the academy. So
cool. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
What's it been like? What's your experience educating in a school for this long?
Completely different. Educating in a school and being behind the chair. Yeah, the difference.
Well, I mean, not so much that, just more being involved with new students that basically know nothing about hair, and they're coming in blind, and then you get to kind of see people grow and things like that.
Honestly, I have my days where it's really challenging, but I go in to work and I'm not I walk into work and I'm happy to be there. Yeah. And I have a positive attitude always. I'm never on the salon floor in a bad mood. Yeah. I'm talkative, I'm helpful, I'm teaching constantly. If I am having a bad day in my personal life, that's what my office mates see. Yeah. Nobody else sees that. But, when you have someone who doesn't have a clue, which is most people, you have your challenging days, and you have days where there's students that they pick it up real fast and they just get it. But we as educators go through so much training, educator training constantly to be able to know if I have a student that's not grasping this, how can I get this information to them? Yeah. So I can teach one student that learns one way, and I can still teach another student that learns a different way.
For sure. I remember being in there, and I'm observant. I like to sit and watch people, but I have, and there's so many different walks of life that come through the schools, which is cool. I think it's super cool.
Clients or students?
Both. Yeah. But student wise, I remember people that were brand new on the floor, struggling, just overwhelmed and stuff. Yeah. I don't know if I could see it on the educator's face, but I could just sense it, let's just biting the tongues and stuff like that. I was just wondered about that.
And I've
dealing with that,
Yeah, when I first started, when I first became an educator, that was probably prevalent in me. But at this point, you're not going to see that from me.
No, well, I mean, I feel
not from me, anyways. Not me.
Not that it's seeing it. I just can imagine. I just imagine being in the position of just say it's my first day on the floor, and you tell me exactly how to do something, and then I don't do it like that. I personally would not be able to. I just couldn't handle that. I don't know.
That's the thing, though. Some people are tellers, and some people are showers. I'm definitely a shower because I know that people that are in this industry, we're right brainers. We think with we learn by touching and feeling and doing. Too, yeah. So instead of telling you what to do, I'm going to show you first, and then you're going to emulate me. So
I think so too. You can, to me, how I've always learned my whole life, I can read anything out of a book and then ask me a question about it 5 minutes later. I don't know.
You've lost it. Yeah.
But if you show me something that's why I like videos so much, tutorial videos that, because I just see it once
constantly,
and then I'm down to try it and learn from me trying it, my mistakes, things like that. That's how I learned a lot about men's hair and stuff. Because the American Crew method was all you used in the academy, Crave Beauty Academy. Super good like foundation for men's hair. I wanted to do more. Like I always see the craziest looking haircuts. I'm like, how does I do that? I never understood it. And then came YouTube.
Yeah.
And I watched YouTube a lot, and just like they don't really explain it. A lot of videos, it's just like music and they're just doing it. And I'm like, I'm gonna try that out.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of learn from your, I don't know.
Yeah, just even being able to watch something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
But you got to be like, especially in school, you got to be hungry to just learn.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just. I know that a lot of people go to beauty schools everywhere in the world thinking like, this is the easy way out. This is gonna be easy. This is how I'm gonna float.
It's definitely not.
Because like, you know, when you go to a hair salon or barbershop, like you just see people chatting all day. We gotta open this one.
We gotta open that one now.
Right. You know, you see people chatting all day. It just looks fun.
Yeah.
Of course, it is fun.
It is fun, yeah.
But it's not easy. Just all that skill involved and all the knowledge involved. It's not easy to learn. You know what I mean?
No, you know, when I told my family that I wanted to go to beauty school, my stepdad, who's passed away a couple of years ago now, but he literally said to me, "Why don't you go to school for something real, like to get a real job?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
And I went to beauty school, and you know, it's totally paid off. I have fun. I love my career.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not stuck. You know, my mom was 17 when she got pregnant with me. She went to school for a little bit, just didn't work out.
Yeah.
By the time she was 20, she had my sister.
Yeah.
So she had two of us. And so my mom has actually been working in a factory for 18 years now.
Yeah.
You know,
and not loving it.
She hates it.
Yeah.
Absolutely hates it. Hates it with a passion. And she has always been my motivation to do something different. So something fun and something that I'm passionate about. Because I saw how unhappy she was, and I never wanted to feel like that.
Yeah.
If I'm going to do something every day, I want to love doing it and have fun doing it.
I think the schools, it is what you make it, I think.
Oh, for sure.
To me, I completely changed as a human being, like whole mindset, everything. The only reason I decided to go to a hair school, which I was so against going to any school.
Yeah.
I was doing construction. So I was like, I like working my hands. It's fucking 20 degrees outside. No thanks, you know. But I want to work my hands. And then I would drive past this old school barber out in this small town every single day. And I swear he would just sitting there just like this, just
smoking. Yeah.
smoking a cig. And I'm like, this is me. This is what I need to be doing.
Yeah.
And, you know, throughout talking to different people about it, they were like, you need to go to Zanon. When I started, it was Zanon. And then right when I started, it changed to Crave.
Rebrand, yep.
But no, that's why I got into it. Then getting into it, and I see all the different aspects of hair. Like it was weird because I would be behind the chair in the school, and I was kind of getting like, I don't want to do this all the time.
Yeah.
And I started learning more and more avenues about hair and like different things. It's just when I learned about being like that, I was actually an entrepreneur. Like I wanted to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a weird mindset change that I had, but I don't even know what my life would be if I didn't go to a hair school. I have no idea.
No, I have no idea what I'd be doing.
I would not be happy though. I can say that.
Did I get that on?
But it's been challenging, but I still love it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm thankful that I went ahead and made that decision.
Yeah.
And I went through
For
with
sure.
it. Yeah.
All right, we opened up another one. Let's take a little break, play the commercial and everything, and then we'll come back.
Sounds great. But
I'm live. Are we live? We're back.
We're back. Cheers.
We got a new beer.
We're drinking some Red Cicada now.
Red Cicada.
Yeah. It's, I think since they opened, this is what my go-to's always been.
I like it.
Yeah, they have some pretty good other drinks too. They do sangrias. They have something called a reggae Rita.
Okay.
So you want to get toasted?
Yeah.
That's your deal.
Always.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to get toasted.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they've got some pretty strong beers. This is only 4.5%, but they've got some that are really high too.
yeah.
But those are typically the ones I don't like.
Well, you know, it doesn't matter the percentage. It's all about how much you drink. You know,
True,
how much.
true.
How much liquid can you
even
fit?
with this one though, beer gets me full pretty fast. So that's when I'm like,
Yeah.
Reggae Rita, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Depends on my mood. Sometimes I'm down for like a mixy, you know.
Yeah.
I like a good, rum and coke.
Yeah.
Go to.
Yeah.
I drink a lot of wine though.
I can't do wine.
Really?
I recently tried, we were at Bluefin downtown for dinner once, and I needed a drink. And I don't do sake because that's nasty.
Oh, no.
Ugh. And it's like drinking hot rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
But they had a cupcake something. It's real sweet, kind of
Yeah,
bubbly.
like
it
a
was real
Moscato?
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. But otherwise, I don't drink wine. I drink champagne. I drink a lot of champagne.
I
but
know. Yeah. I can't do the Moscatos anymore, but they were good at one point. I just like it dry and red.
That's what my wife drinks. I can't. Oh, it's so gross.
I'm basically a 70-year-old woman.
Yeah.
So that's,
So is she. So that's
There's
perfect.
that.
Yeah. She listens to oldies.
yeah.
That's all she listens to.
I like some oldies.
Yeah.
Depends on what it is. I think you guys know about my oldies, my karaoke. You know what I mean?
Yes.
There's some Neil Sedaka.
Yeah. We need to do some karaoke at Rain sometime.
I did once.
Did you? Yes, because my friend
Yeah.
is a DJ over there, and she said, "Yeah, of course you guys know each other."
Yeah. Yep. Hey,
Yeah.
I played bingo there, and then all of a sudden,
Witchy bingo?
Yeah, all of a sudden they got karaoke on, and I'm like, what?
I think that's what they
Is
do
this
on Thursday
fucking
nights,
heaven in
actually.
here?
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah,
I
no.
think that's what they're doing now. Yeah.
Well, needless to say, I killed it. Just kidding.
Naturally.
It's probably an
yeah.
embarrassment,
Yeah.
but whatever. I'll
Too
take
funny.
it. Honestly, I go to this karaoke bar a lot. I'm not even gonna say the name of it, but it's like in the middle of like nowhere, like literally. It's just like you drive in the country, and then there's this random bar.
I think you've told me about it before.
Oh yeah, Jesse came there one time with me because there's an Elvis impersonator
I think,
there.
Yeah, I have heard this. Yeah.
Yeah, I go there, and it's pretty much everyone in there is 50 or older, and they party hard though.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, like,
I'm sure they do.
You know what I mean? Well, they party hard. I don't do that, but they go hard. But
Yeah.
they all hate me a lot. I think I make it fun, but yeah, they're not a fan of me.
No.
But
No,
Elvis
I
guy
don't sing in
quit.
front of people.
Really?
I sing in my car.
I suck at singing, but I'll just do it.
Yeah,
So
no, it makes me nervous. I don't want people judging me.
really, I already know. Like I just know already. It's like to me, my mindset's like, well, it's not like they can say anything
I mean, it's karaoke.
terrible
Yeah.
about me that hasn't been said.
Oh, okay,
so fuck it, let's go. Who knows? I might do good tonight. You never
Right,
know.
Right, yeah. Caitlin told me about a time she did karaoke. She was doing oh God, I can't remember the song. It was so bad though, they took the mic away from her.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never had that happen.
Yeah.
I'm actually not like bad at karaoke though.
Yeah, no, I think it was like another patron there came up to her, took the mic away and said, "Let me get this."
Yeah.
They took over.
You're hurting my ears. Please
Yeah.
stop. Yeah, for sure. Now, I think this old people bar hates me because I do like Bruno Mars and stuff.
Oh,
But
wow.
when I do Bruno Mars, I'm doing Bruno Mars. I'm dancing, okay?
for sure.
I'm trying to get weird. I go around, get in people's face and sing real weird stuff.
Yeah.
Chug my beer.
Have you ever seen Bruno Mars in concert?
No.
I have.
Just on the Lily. So
Yeah,
badass.
my friend Teresa and Aubrey, we went to Oklahoma for what I thought was just an Ellie Goulding concert a couple years ago. It's been probably about 5 years ago now. And they bought the tickets. I drove, and one of the other girls bought our hotel room. And so we show up, and we had floor seats. And Ellie Goulding comes out, and nobody is standing up, nobody's singing. I'm like, what are these people here for?
Yeah.
And then Bruno Mars comes out after, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
The dude is super short.
Yeah. Like
But
me.
he's super sexual.
Yeah, like
he's like
me.
making love to the
Yes.
damn stage.
Yes. Yes. I'm the white Bruno
It was
Mars.
a huge
I'm sure of
party.
it.
You know, confetti came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
no,
seen
it
like
was
videos
huge.
of his concerts,
Yeah.
and he's
It
just
was a
out there
blast.
just dancing.
Yeah.
Great dancer.
Yeah, he put on a great concert.
I cannot dance like that, but
Yeah.
I try.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
I cannot
Right.
do it. No.
As long as you're having fun, right?
That's usually the goal when I do anything. Yeah, actually. But yeah. So tell me about your time behind the chair. Like, where have you been behind the chair, salon wise?
Well, when I graduated hair school, I went to, I immediately started at Salon Tees when they were just around the corner from me here in the Eaton building.
And what's their model there? Like commission, booth rent?
Commission.
Okay.
Yeah, the Redken Salon. While I was there, that's when I started part-time at the school. And then I left there, and one of the girls that used to work at the front desk at the school opened up a salon inside of her husband's tattoo shop at Addictions and Ink. She's got curl up and dye.
Yeah.
So as soon as she opened, I went there, worked there part-time for a little while, and then Kim opened Salon Crave. And I said, I want to get into that too.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
So then I went a little further north of there and worked at Salon Crave for a while. And then I went back to Salon Teased for about a year. And then that's when Kim came to me and asked me to help out in St. Louis. And so that's when
because when you were at Teased, we did
we did a collaboration there. But yeah, cool. No, so I left Salon Teased completely behind the chair. I'm not even behind the chair. I haven't been for
love that
a little while now. Just because with being in St. Louis every month for an entire week, the time that I have, my personal time that I have at home with my wife or my friends, I wanted to make sure I had that time. And so if I was still behind the chair, any of my free time was going to be spent behind the chair when I'm not working at the school. So
I like being behind the chair. I do. Especially now that I have this space in here, and it's it's cool.
Yeah.
Like
make it what you want.
I get to choose who's in here, kind of thing. But I don't know, something about me. I just don't want to always I don't want to be behind the chair full time. I just want to
It's okay. There's so much. We have so many options to do.
I know life's not rainbows and butterflies, but I would love to just be invite only kind of thing and make it for content and stuff like that. I'm not at that level yet.
You'll get there. I don't doubt
it. That's where I want to be. It's just invite only, and then I like doing the education. It's interesting to me because every time I do it, I just learn. I teach people, and I'm sure they learn, but I learn all the time. People ask me questions I don't know the answers to. Oh, I give them an answer, but no, but I do. I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, I learn a lot doing it, and I enjoy it. It's it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Doing it every single time doesn't matter. I start out uncomfortable. But
that's okay. You're stepping out of your box.
I like it though. Yeah. I like getting uncomfortable because I'm I don't know, something about it. When I get nervous and uncomfortable and I don't know, it kind of hypes me up to do something more. But
yeah, I've gone on stage for different things, events and stuff that we do, and I always get right before I walk on stage, I get really, really nervous. I feel like I'm going to throw up. Yeah. And then I get out there and I just get in my element and I relax and I feel comfortable and I'm totally fine. And I think that, as an educator, you're always on stage no matter what. Even if I'm not actually on a stage, I'm always on stage. And I think that has made me more comfortable with public speaking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The public speaking thing to me, that was what... I've learned a lot about it, and I also did a full day seminar on it. Yeah. Just to get more, I don't know, more aware of what's going on while I'm doing it. Yeah. I learned a lot about, more body language and verbiage and things like that. But it is super interesting if you ever watch good people that, I've never paid attention to how good someone is at speaking in public, speaking to a group of people. So I never noticed if they were bad or good. Now I notice it a lot. But
it's before you're a hairstylist, you probably didn't realize bad haircuts. Now that's what you look for.
Yeah. But so when I'm teaching a class, I always go back to that. It's okay, when I was in this seat watching this, I would not know if they were bad or not. Yeah. I just try to be confident, cool. Yeah. I try to be funny, but I don't know.
Yeah. Your humor's not everyone's cup of tea. That's okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely not, but we try to make it their cup of tea here.
Yeah. No, there's there's a group called the Toastmasters. Kim actually goes to it often, and basically, to my understanding, we'd be several of us sitting here at a table, maybe having lunch, and there might be a cup here or something, an empty cup with folded up pieces of paper, and topics on it. And I'm going to draw a topic, look at it, stand up, and give a speech on it.
Really?
Okay, so that's probably why Kim's such a great public speaker.
Yeah, she is.
She can get up and talk about anything, anytime. Yeah. And she's been my number one mentor. I strive to be just as good as she is. Yeah. And so, I've thought about doing something like that with the Toastmasters and just to get better.
Let me know. I'll join.
Yeah.
Now, the day thing I did, it was on the American Crew retreat. And so, okay, it was literally a whole day. And this lady that was doing the seminar, it was crazy to me thinking about now. I was like, damn, she held my attention for a day.
Yeah. That's hard.
I can't even watch a TV show. But it was cool to think about. But yeah, definitely learned a lot. And like, we had to obviously get up in front of people and talk about stuff. And I honestly, like, I learn a lot about myself when I do that stuff. Like, it's just weird. Now I don't feel like as nervous anymore. Yeah. Like before I'm doing something. But it's always like, I start out talking. I can tell my voice is
maybe shaky.
A wee bit shaky. Yeah. And then when I'm actually cutting the hair, I got clippers in my hand or something. My hand's a little shaky. Get behind the ear, I'm good to go. Let's party. Yeah. But yeah, it's such an interesting, like, just such an interesting skill to learn. Yeah. Public speaking. Yeah. Especially now that I watch out for it for people when they're talking. I have to even try to practice it if I'm like with a group of people, we're all hanging out doing something. I even try to like use those same practices as far as like really eye contact with different people and things like that. Yeah. It's just weird how it plays into my life. But
and I try to make sure that I use like proper vocabulary. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want to sound well educated, like I know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I like that. I don't, but I've sat in like classes and things like that where, like when people do try to sound super educated, I do appreciate it. But sometimes I'm like, just like get on our level. You know what I mean? That's how I just try to be cool, smart, but also like on the same exact level as everybody. No one feels weird because when people feel weird, I feel weird. Yeah. And it's not gonna go well if I feel weird. So that's how I try to do things.
Making up your own words as you go.
It is interesting just watching different people, how their whole, like the whole art that they use to speak in public or present,
like their mannerisms and stuff.
Everything, like everyone does it differently. And I just now, like I like learning the information, but I love like watching people just interesting tactic you have there kind of thing.
Yeah, I can remember a time when I first started, when I began the educators program, having someone else watch me, whether they knew what the heck I was doing or not, made me nervous. Yeah. And I would be shaky. And, they're watching my hands as I'm demonstrating how to cut. They're looking right over my shoulder. And now I have students say, how are you holding your hands so still? Yeah. How are you not shaking? Yeah. And I'm like, I'm just not. It is, yeah. I'm confident in what I do, so.
I feel weirdly more confident in salons. Yeah. But when I go to a school, I still am confident, but it's like not
See, I'm the opposite.
As confident. I don't know why.
If I go into a salon and I'm to teach a class or something, I've only been in the industry since 2010, and I've been here for 8 years. So when I go into a salon, I know that there's stylists that are probably behind the chair for 10, 15, 20 years or whatever. What am I going to teach them? They don't already know. Yeah. So that makes me nervous. But I can go up into a school because I know they don't know anything. Yeah.
See, and I've only had a license for not even full 2 years yet. But
you haven't even had to renew yet, have you?
No. Yeah. So, but it's weird because the schools, to me, I just think about when I was in school a lot and like I don't want to say anything that's just going to go over their head. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's how I always feel like I'm doing in the school. So I get I second guess myself and then it gets weird.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're totally right. If you're like us, we start students every month. So you're teaching a class, you're teaching to someone who may have just started that day.
Yeah, they may have never even seen a haircut demonstration. That's where it gets me. But the salons, I make it known how long I've been doing hair, but I also let everyone know, I'm very aware that there is years and years and years of knowledge in here. I just want you all to be open-minded that I may know some things that can help you guys out. Well, everyone's going to learn
something.
Yeah. People are usually appreciative of it. It may be because it's sometimes I do think this is a thing, being just a dude helps a lot.
In this industry, yeah.
I think it helps. Just talking to people, I think it helps a lot. Yeah. It's somewhat of a refresher. It's not just all girls all the time.
We're predominantly female. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think it is a little refresher, but I don't know. I just have more fun in the salons. People are less timid per se. In the schools, people are pretty hesitant to ask questions.
Yeah, they don't. I think in schools they don't quite know what questions to ask.
That's what the schools in a basic way to put it. When they ask questions, it seems like they're asking a question just to have words come out of their mouth, and not really.
So there's no awkward silence.
Right.
Yeah.
which is fine. But the salons, they'll really like,
They ask good
they
questions.
make you think, and they're like,
that's okay.
interesting. Sometimes I don't even know. I'm like, let me get back to you in like 30 minutes.
Right. Yeah. And that's something I've learned too. If you don't know something, that's okay.
Oh yeah.
You know what? That's a great question. I'm going to find out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I do that more often than not.
Yeah. And hey, it's
Yeah.
fine. We don't know everything. Nobody's ever going to.
No one can.
No, not at all.
No, I've took some interesting classes too, and I think that has helped me quite a bit. Not just, it's weird, but like to me, I took classes, and behind the chair, I've learned stuff about like business strategy and stuff, but like as far as like cutting hair and like techniques, I've never really learned anything from sitting in a class. Because I've seen everything you can see on YouTube. I swear it's weird.
Yeah.
But there's people talking about
social media is right now, you know.
But people talking about their stories and how they got here and tactics with, I don't know, different stuff that has nothing to do with actual cutting hair, more about like personal business. I love those classes.
Yeah.
People are not a fan of them, and I was not a fan of them before I started in a salon. Someone comes in and doesn't do a demonstration when I'm in the school, fuck yourself. I'm not looking. Like seriously, that's how it was. But now I really enjoy.
You're a business owner now.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. That may be part of it, but I don't know.
That's the thing too. People think that we stand behind a chair and we cut hair, we color hair. There's the whole business side. We're business people.
I do more work that's not cutting hair than I do actually cutting hair.
Yeah.
Like all this, you know what I mean? This doesn't just take 5 minutes to do and things like that. It's a lot of arranging with people, things like that. Also, all the internet, like the social media stuff, which in here we're like that is our marketing strategy.
Yeah.
That there's a few other like local stuff, but like that is our marketing strategy.
It's free,
and you can't. And like we I will only use like high quality content, like high quality videos and photos. And
it's got to be eye catching.
Yeah, I'm a photographer, but like I can't just sit around all day and take photos.
Yeah.
So I'm always getting, photographers, videographers, getting people online, paying people, getting the content back, posting it, doing something with it. There's always something.
Yeah.
Or emailing people.
Yeah.
Nothing makes me more mad than just responding to 10 emails a day.
Yeah.
We'll deal with it. No, it's.
I know. I have my email on my phone. I've got 3 email accounts: my personal, my academy email, and then my KMAC email.
Yeah.
I've got on my personal one. I've got something like 40,000
Oh, yeah,
unread
easily.
emails.
But I don't know, the hair industry, like you can just come and work an hourly thing and not do anything extra, but if you want to advance inside of an industry and really make a name, or just be more than just like a 9 to 5 every day, then you can't do bare minimum.
No,
you gotta
bust your ass in this industry.
Oh yeah.
If you want to be somebody or make something,
you
want
to
be a
grind.
6-figure stylist. Those people they don't sleep. They don't see their families. You know what I mean? Like they are constantly working.
You gotta love the grind.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. There's a hairstylist I follow. She just won I think it was when the Grammys were on. She won an award. She's a celebrity hairstylist. And her name's Rihanna Capri. And super babe, lesbian also, might I add. She won an award, and another one of her I don't know, coworkers or whatever won an award as well. And her coworker had posted on social media saying, we won this award because we don't sleep, we don't see our families, we are constantly working.
That's the thing.
This is how we won this award.
That's the thing. But people see it, I think people look at that and like, I want to do that, I want to do that. But like, if you don't like it
doesn't
sucks.
just
Like,
happen.
it's not for everybody. Like not everybody's just gonna love to work all the time.
Yeah.
That's just not how life works. But there's those people that really just love the work.
My wife can attest to this. She sends out Snapchats of me constantly to Jessie, actually. She's constantly, I go home, I clock out from work, I come home and I work, pull my laptop out, I'm working. I'm doing social media stuff because I run our social media too. And sometimes I know that it annoys Caitlin. But at the same time, like, this is also my career. This is what I've always wanted to do. And I'm not going to let anyone stop that from happening.
No, not
and she's going to be just fine.
Yeah.
So
There'll be a time in life to sit on the rocking chair and do nothing. But I don't know. For me right now, like, I don't care about anything except for just propelling in an industry. That's how I feel about it.
Hey, man, you're single, you're young, you don't have no kids.
Getting weird all the time. Yeah.
You're going to sit here in your studio and have a drink.
Yeah, all the time, yeah. One time there was a bunch of clients in here. I wasn't working. I just can't. I come in often to bullshit with people. Yeah. And I was just sitting here, and I was kind of bored. And Chris was about to come in and film some stuff for me. I was just shooting shots of whiskey. Everyone here is laughing at me, and I'm just getting weird in here.
Hey, whatever. It's your shot, man.
Yeah, we make it fun, you know?
Yeah. At least you want to be here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I come here every day, even if I only take clients 2 days a week, but I still come here every day and just bullshit with somebody or have a shot or do the fucking laundry. I'm sick of that.
Someone's got to do it.
Someone has to do it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I've never wanted to do is be a salon owner. Nope.
I remember.
I envy you, but I could never do it.
I remember being in the school, and when I started opening my mind to things you can do in the industry and stuff like that, I specifically remember a certain American Crew artist coming in the school.
Greg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I talked to him after, and I was like, I think I want to do like what you're doing.
Yeah.
He didn't like laugh or anything like that, but he just like shakes it off. He gets like probably like a million people say that to him.
Probably.
But I was very serious. And then it was funny. I saw him in New York at one of our little retreats, and he looked at me and goes,
"For Crew."
Yeah. He looked at me and goes, like,
"You did it."
I'm like, yep. I also would always say like to everybody, I want to own my own salon, like a men's salon, a men's kind of like a barber salon thing.
You've always had a good vision. You put it together well.
Yeah. Took a little time. Less time than I thought, actually, but it worked.
I mean, you said you've been licensed for less than 2 years, and look what you've already done.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't all come crashing down. No, I just enjoy it, you know?
You're going to be just fine.
If you enjoy it, it's different.
Yeah.
It's not
You
work.
love what you do. It's not actual work.
Yeah. I've worked before and didn't like it. Like full-time work, didn't like it. And there's no way I'd want to advance in that. But when you like something, you want to advance in it. So.
Yeah. No, I was a waitress one time.
Ugh.
I was 16.
That'd be rough.
I said, fuck that. Yeah. Never doing that again. People are rude, first of all.
Yeah.
You know, there's no need to be rude. My grandparents own a bar and grill and in Illinois. And I went home once, and my uncle was bartending, and he said, "Hey, I'm going to step out for a smoke. Watch the bar for me." I said, "All right, cool, I can do this. I'll be a bartender." Yeah. No, I don't freaking think so. I had guys up there pounding their beers on the bar.
Yeah.
And I said, "You know what? Fuck y'all." And I went around the bar and I sat down. He said, "You guys can all wait for my uncle to get back." Yeah. So there you go.
Bars got to be ruthless, though. You know, there's drunk people. Yeah. I'm one of them. I would never be rude like that, but
no.
I've seen some. I've seen some questionable wordage from people waiting for drinks. Like, I'm like, what are you gonna do? Like, what's yelling gonna do? You know?
No, I'm the person that just sits there and tries to catch eye contact. Sometimes I do, and they still don't wait on me, and then I start to get a little pissed. But I still never say anything. I'd probably just get up and walk out.
Yeah. No, there's no. What's it gonna do?
Yeah.
No.
There's no need to be rude. We need to be kind.
Me, usually, when I go to the bars, like, I stick with one drink, like a beer. And, like, after about 2 or 3, they're like, "Know what's up?" Yeah. And they just look at me like bring the beer. Let's go, party on.
Another one, yeah. No, that's how it is. We go to every Sunday, most Sundays, I guess I should say, recently. We go to the Anchor for brunch. And I walk up in there, and they say, "Mimosa?" "Yes, please. Hold the orange juice."
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's getting about that time to wrap it up here. So let's do another cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Appreciate you coming on and everything.
No problem.
You want to give us your Instagram and everything?
Yeah. All right, so it's kind of weird. It's Morg, M-O-R-G, Witt, W-H-I-T-T. It's my middle name. 3 underscores and hair.
Okay.
Morg Witt. 3 underscores hair.
Okay.
Follow me. Yeah.
I'll be sure to post a a little snippet of this and tag your Instagram in it so everyone can find you and everything.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
all right. Thanks for
Appreciate it.
coming on. It's a good conversation.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Thank
We're
you.
out.
See ya.